All right, my name is Stephanie Moulton, and I'm an assistant professor in the John Glenn School of Public Affairs here at The Ohio State University. And a lot of my research focuses on low-income housing policies and homeownership. And one of the things that people often ask is, how can I help? I'm not in foreclosure, but I'm a member of this community and I care, and I want to help. I want to help with this foreclosure crisis. There's three things that you might think about doing. The first thing is, if we think about social networks and we think about individuals as being part of a social network, that you have a place that you work, you have a church that you might go to, you have community groups that you participate in, you have the power to get your voice out and to educate others about where they can get help. So even if you're not in trouble, you can be an important player in helping others seek help. There's a 211 number that we've talked a lot about through this initiative, and you can help tell others about that number. For example, in your church bulletin, you could publish something about the number. You could hang something up in the break room at lunch, at your workplace. Anything you can do to reduce the stigma associated with getting help. Another thing, when we think about people responding to the crisis, it's a local effort. It's not something that the federal government can solve, or even the state government can solve, or even the county government can solve. It's a local problem. So each neighborhood has local issues that they need to address related to how foreclosures are impacting their neighborhood. So as a member of your local community, you need to stay involved in whatever the local effort is that's going on to try to address that foreclosure crisis. Make sure there's a local effort going on, first of all, and if there is one, find out how you can get involved and what you can contribute, what knowledge you can contribute to that local effort. And the third thing I suggest is just to stay abreast of the policy changes and the things that are happening in the crisis. I think a lot of people have some misinformation about why the foreclosure crisis is happening, what we can do about it, and what the solutions might be. So I think that the more that you can educate yourself about the real causes behind the crisis and how those are changing. For example, we see this shifting face in the person that's foreclosing. It used to be the person that was had a subprime mortgage and was overextended. That was kind of the precipitous event, if you will, that caused the crisis. But now we're seeing middle-income borrowers who often are upside down in their house now because the values of homes have dropped so much that those are the new face of foreclosure. So being aware of how that face is changing over time will help inform your perspective on the appropriate policy responses. So again, you can play an important role in solving the crisis. It's a community problem, not just an individual problem.